the animals are so pure. They are as pure as we were as infants, and the way we could have grown up if we wouldn't have lived in the Western world and with the authority of parents and teachers and institutions like schools. And they don't have to hide anything. So what you see is what you get. And this is often what we can learn from the animals, to be pure and authentic. I always studied, I was always fascinated by how the human mind works. And I've always worked with people all my life. And for fun, I signed up for a workshop, telepathy with animals, really for fun. And then it was as if I was hit by lightning, struck by lightning. I thought, but this is what I'm doing already all the time with my animals. And I thought that everybody had such a connection with the animals, but it wasn't. And then that became my big passion, and for a while I focused only on that because I found it so much easier, and it gave me sort of, I could step back from working with people. It was so much easier because animals, they don't have these cover-ups, they don't hide between all these masks, makeups, and but after doing that for quite some time, I found more balance in myself and in my life, and now I'm very happy to do the both, work with people and work with animals, give healing to people, give healing to animals. And also when you work with the animal, you always work with humans, either humans in the past, if it's a stray, abandoned animal, or humans in the present, animals that have humans in their lives in the here and now. So it's a beautiful interaction between the animal and the human world. Animal communication is rapidly spreading around the world. More people are learning it and discovering how easy it is to develop this skill. Either you can just tune in, connect with the animal in its physical form, or the way I prefer, unless I give healing, is if I go to a sanctuary or a rescue center, is if I have a picture, a printed picture from an animal.
And how do you do that?
I always say I need to see the eyes. I'll just have, or vaguely the description of the animal work as well. I just look at the picture for 2-5 seconds and close my eyes, and I just go to my own center and my point of silence. And the way I connect with people, or the way I meditate, I then invite the animal to talk to me. One could say that you can receive the information in the form of words or pictures or feelings. And you can use the same senses to send information. But sometimes one way is maybe more developed in one person. So it depends, or it also depends on what is needed. The telepathy with animals is very efficient. So if I tune in to an animal and the question is, under what circumstances has this animal lived in the past? Do I get many words? No, I get a picture. As you say in English, a picture what do you say, tells more than 1,000 words. So I see a picture of an animal, of a dog that may be chained up, or a cat abandoned on a little patio. And from that picture I can deduct often into the smallest details the past of the animal. So I just meditate more upon it. But the starting point is the picture. Or if I ask what's the favorite food, I can get a smell. Or again I get a picture. Or I just hear just one word in my head. Very efficient. With regards to the animal world, the feedback I get all the time that the relationship is never ever the same. The way they perceive the animal world is changed for the rest of their lives completely. I think we can learn from the animals, and this is a bit maybe more advanced for some people, but we often have animal guides. They help us. They are there in the spirit world, they are there, but in the physical world they are there for a reason. They are there to teach us something. Once I had a client, and this lady had many animals in her life, and she showed me some pictures, and one of them was from a cat, and she said, really, after all these years, I never understood why we have this animal. And I looked at the cat, and the cat was there for her daughter, because the daughter was, in those days, a very shy girl, quite introvert, and thanks to that cat, that girl could develop her one would say, could develop emotionally much better than if the cat wouldn't have been there. And then it all fell into place, and she said, now I understand. So the animals are in our lives for a reason. They are there to teach us something, or they have a job to do. So it's partnership as well. They can learn from us, we can learn from them. Mainly people who love animals, and in a workshop I will show them how, in a way, they already communicate intuitively with animals. But it's getting the awareness of the process, of the dynamics, and to make it more, as I said, to get more interaction, to get specific information from an animal, or to send specific information to an animal, as sending and receiving information, which is the basis of communication. So the workshop is for people who love animals and want to have a better relationship, a deeper relationship with animals. That's all that's needed.